Hey everyone, Chetna here from Me with a Pencil and welcome back to our channel. So today we are going to continue our flourishing series and we're going to learn how to flourish letter I in 6 different ways. So don't miss out the whole video because I'm going to share some very useful tips and techniques to do flourishing. So that will be useful for all your other flourishing letters as well. So make sure to watch the video till the end and let's get started. So for the materials, we're going to be using the similar grid paper that I've been using throughout this series. You can use any grid paper or any line book, and same pencil touch and brush pen. You can use any other brush pen or any pointed pen, or you can also, learn some techniques of flourishing to these videos and applying to your own style of calligraphy that you're doing, and it will be very helpful. So let's get started. So for the first flourish of the letter I am going to do a very simple, how I go from very simple to a little complex flourish in the end. So let's start our first flourish. So I'll start with the entry stroke and we're just going to take this nice big curve at the top. Okay, like this. Very simple, but it looks beautiful. It can be used at the end of any word that you're writing. It looks very pretty. Now at the similar end, what we're going to do is we're going to add some flourish here at the end. Okay, another one that will go a little on the top like this. So whenever you're practicing flourishing, make sure that your hand is very light and you're going very gently on the paper using the pen you're practicing or you're writing. So just go very gentle and very slow and with the proper flow with your hand. Make sure you don't just use your fingers like this. Instead, move around your arm like this on the table, and that really helps you to get that nice flow on your hand, and the lines of the flourishes also looks very graceful. Alright, so that was our second one, and then we have a third one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this flourish on the other side. Okay, so what I mean by other side is the same flourish, but we're going to do somewhere here at this part. Alright, now let's do one entry stroke. Sorry, make sure to hold your paper from your another hand so it doesn't move. Okay, so this also looks very nice and pretty. So you're taking on the very end. So all these flourishes are really helpful when you're doing at the end of the word. All right. And now for the fourth one, it's really simple. Flourishing letter I is so common, it gets really simple to do flourishing on these letters, on this letter. And then by these letters I mean is the letters which end with the undertone curve. So you can give something similar kind of flourishing to those letters. All right, now for the fourth one, I'm going to take it downwards. That will be used in this for the center flourish. So that goes like this: 1, 2. Okay, very simple. It looks different too. And yeah, and then I'm just gonna add something at the entry curve, something like a little with the loop, or maybe something like this. I really love this one. Okay, just give a horizontal loop like this instead of like a very simple entry stroke, and I'm going to keep the exit simple. Okay, looks very pretty, right? And then for the last one, I'm going to do something really different from the actual flourishes that I've taught you guys throughout this series. I was thinking on something this end, but really different one. So, for example, I will again do some sketch with the pencil, and then let us see, this is our letter I. Now, what I am going to do is I am just going to take this, I am just going to leave this halfway, and what I am going to do is I am going to make a parallel line, and it looks very different, but I think it looks pretty. So, let us see. I am not going to follow the line, it was just to see how my draft is going to look. I will just go how my hand flows. So, entry curve. Before you do the flourishing or your on your pencil marks, make sure to lighten your pencil marks if you are doing a final work, so that you do not get these harsh pencil lines. Okay. Now, what I am going to do is I am going to just add a little nice parallel line to this. So, I will have to just little move my paper a bit to get nice and proper angle. I hope it turned out good. Let us see. It's not bad though, but this really adds a nice touch to the flourishes. You can also try something like this, and if you try, do let me know. So, now let us look at the ovals that we always do. So, for here you can erase the pencil marks if you have done any kind of draft or sketch. And now, here let us look at the oval here. See, here you have got a nice oval, very pretty. It is going along with the lines. If you have watched my letter G tutorial, you might have seen that I have explained about the angle of the oval as well. So, when some of my flourishing is based on the angle of the letters as well. So, here if I am making an oval, so that oval is kind of parallel to this angle of my letter, and then we have an oval here because this is similar flourish, it just we have extended it on the top. So, one oval here, again same thing, I made sure that my angle is similar. And how can you achieve this is by doing or practicing drills. You can practice oval drills, maybe I can make a video on it soon too. And then if you see here, this curve is also kind of not a random curve, but somewhere it kind of gives that oval shape around. And similar here, so again it's not any random shape, just a nice oval in there. And now again here we have this one big oval here. Okay. After that we have an oval here at this part, and then we have a nice oval that is horizontal. Okay, like this. So, like there are 3 ovals in there, and make sure to always keep your flourishes little broader rather than keeping it very narrow and tiny. Make sure the loops are nice and give lot of space inside the ovals as well, inside the flourishes. Don't make it very tiny, it looks it just takes away the breathing space from the flourishes or the letters that you are making. And then again this is very simple, very common one, and very easy to make. Then we have this here as well, and again it's going like this, nice big oval. And again here as well made a nice curve. So, now this curve again it's not like a random curve, it properly creates a nice S curve. Okay, it's not like or just like that, it's like properly done S curve. So, here also we got an oval, then we have an oval here. Okay. So, again this is like horizontal to this is also horizontal in line towards our guideline, okay, parallel to the guideline. Now, this is like my favorite one. Let us see, let me also know which one was your favorite out of all the flourishes that I did over here, and maybe you can try. and do have a look at other oval series also. So there are a lot of insights that I share in every video, so there are always something different you can learn from every video, every tutorial that you watch. So here is again a horizontal flourish that I did. I was doing the flourish something on similar on this basis, and then I stopped here halfway, but make sure you don't just stop anywhere, just make sure that you have an end, a proper end. So like this part is also like forming an oval. Now from here try to be parallel, make sure it's, if it's not parallel it may not look how it should be, how it should look. And then again we have a nice big oval here because it's like one big flourish. So yeah, like a big oval, and that's it. It's something really different you learn today. If it was new for you guys, this kind of flourish, I really like experimenting with the the strokes that strokes that I'm creating and the letters that I work on. We're done with these beautiful 6 different ways of letter I flourishing. I hope you enjoyed the video thoroughly, and you are trying along with me. If you do try this, do share it with us. Add me with a pencil on Instagram, or also you can share it via email, or you can also tag us on Facebook. So don't forget to share with us if you're trying it, and let us know if the video was helpful and else what else video you'd like to see in calligraphy. So we'd like to know your suggestions as well. And thank you for watching. See you next week.